So I'm going to leave you with one more model to think about. I know some of you are familiar with this model. I wrote about it in my book, and a lot of people use this in the work. And then I'll give you a chance to go into breakouts of maybe 4 people or so and just have some conversation about what I've been sharing. So the 6-circle model is this sort of model of a living system, a living, breathing, dynamic organism, which is what we all live inside of. And the authors of this, Margaret Wheatley and Tim Dalmau, teach us that the problems and the solutions to our current challenges have both technical dimensions and relational dimensions. So the technical dimensions they call the above the green line, the sort of structures and patterns and processes we put in place. And most organizations pay a lot of attention to those, right? So we'll look at examples in a minute. But they say equally important but often undernourished are the below the green line dimensions of a living system, which is the quality of our relationships, our sense of identity or purpose in the work we do, and the sort of fluidity with which information flows in the system. Let's talk about how that looks in the moment we're in. That's on page 86 of the book. I want to offer the idea that how we show up in this moment with each other matters at least as much as what we do. So above the green line, you may be involved in a district or a nonprofit organization or a system that's thinking a lot about what's our distance learning schedule look like, how are we going to get laptops out to kids, how are we going to feed people, what's our virtual PD structure, all kind of above the green line structures and processes that matter. We have to have that sense of organization right now. But equally important is how are we listening deeply to our colleagues? What are the core values and principles that are going to guide us through this moment so that we don't replicate the status quo within virtual spaces, but rather hopefully begin to come to a place of transformation and reimagination of what's possible? And how do we attend to educators shifting identity in this moment? I think about this a lot. I'm married to a teacher in Oakland Unified, and it's really palpable to see what educators are going through right now at different levels of the system as they're stripped away from the work and the communities and the young people that they care about, really attending to what that feels like and the level of loss implicit in that.